What's up, guys? This is your coach, Mr. Bond, Mr. Big Overnight. So we're out here restarting the videos on critical stuff that affects men. And even though I'm not married as yet, I went around and asked husbands some of these questions and spoke to a few baby fathers as well, and just wanted to get a few take on this. So the topic of discussion is today is, do husbands and baby fathers have the same level of authority over their women? All right, remember, like, save, share, and comment to the videos. Let's keep this conversation going. So what I found is that there's a lot of conflicting beliefs about how men are supposed to be treated by their women, especially if that woman has a child for them. And from what I've gathered, there are various things that men have to get straight. Like, there is a difference between a husband and a baby father. All right? Straight up, a husband made an intentional commitment to marry that woman, as opposed to a baby father. He happened to get this particular woman or female pregnant. All right, so for me, it is very disingenuous to suggest that husbands and baby fathers are the same. They're not in the same category. All right, husbands, I know because of the broken world we live in, there is a belief that they're the same, but they're not. Straight up. Like, from the get-go, you can get a woman pregnant by accident. And if she decides to carry the child, that's the mother of your child, So, and from there, off rip, it can be unintentional. You can get a woman pregnant unintentionally. So, with that being said, they're just not the same. With being a husband, you made the decision to marry this woman and to get her pregnant and start a family. So, we're not saying that we're bashing baby fathers out here. Let me just put that out there straight up. But we just want persons to understand that there are differences. And also, next point is that, baby fathers can love their women just the same. They just don't make the decision to get married. And that's on them. All right? Now, a husband, he made the decision. So, for example, in a Christ-like setting or marriage, automatically in a Christian marriage, the wife submits to the husband, because as it said in the Bible, Christ wants husbands to love their wives and to even sacrifice them their own life to protect their wives. Just as Christ died, sacrificed himself for the church. That's the type of love and relationship that most husbands in a Christian setting have for their wives. There are many other beliefs out there, but I'm speaking from the perspective of Christian marriage, that there's a level of respect that goes with being a husband. All right? Next point is, a baby mother doesn't really have to submit to her baby father. He's just the one that is the father of her child. Off rip, they could have their differences and she has to work with him, but she doesn't have to submit to him. But in a Christian marriage, the wife has to submit to the husband for the marriage to even work or even make sense. If the woman is non-negotiable, if the wife doesn't respect her husband, you're not going to have a good marriage. Because out of respect, she's not going to do certain things like, argue with him, nag him unnecessarily, sleep around other men. There's just some things as a result of respect she's not going to do to him. So that's how I know that I prefer to be married in a Christian setting with my future Proverbs 31 wife. All right? And just wrapping up most of the discussions is that there's just so much toxicity sometimes with having a baby father and a baby mother relationship. The wife, the baby mother, sometimes most men, they don't stick around. They don't live with the baby mother most times. He's just the father of the child, but he lives in another location. For me, that's a very, challenging situation where children don't really grow around to see the father. So it will create some kind of problems over time for the child. even mental health problems, even confidence problems for the child. So from my experience, working in the church, when I was to be a deacon of the church my father pastors, I have recognized the benefits of being a Christian marriage and why, even though society and the world is trying, and Satan is trying to destroy marriage and families, it is beneficial when you have a Christian marriage. So we can talk more about it. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share your comments, share the video, comment on the video. We want to talk about this stuff because we're going to get more into it more and in detail. Happy to be back on here. Let's get keep this conversation going. Peace.